Brand new drink, too crisp. Bitch, I'm on the top roof shit. Bitch, I'm in the kitchen eating roof Chris.
Eating roof Chris?
Bitch, I got a Billy too rich.
Too rich?
Bitch, I'm at the Millie 2 milli.
2 milli.
Bitch, I'm in this feel like who feel me?
Who feel you?
Bitch, I'm in the NFL like Tom Brady. Bitch, I'm a white rich nigga Tom Lazy.
Ooh.
I said, bitch, I'm crazy Tom because Tom crazy. I pull up with a Tommy gun and let that shit get so crazy.
Yeah.
I pull up with heat, so I'm a hot boy.
Yeah.
Niggas say I'm a blue because I'm a cop boy.
Ooh.
Niggas got the new drip. I ain't even cop boy.
Yes, sir.
Your bitch want to fuck me, so she cop toys.
Okay.
She copped a dildo and fucked herself, think she was Big Nick.
Ooh.
She got a 10-inch dildo because she know I got a big dick.
Ooh.
And I'll put it in her pussy because I got a big drip. I feel like Fario Forvin. I got a big whip. Ooh. I got a big body Rolls Royce and I'm whipping in it. I feel like a slave master because I'm whipping niggas.
Skirt.
Pull up in your bitch like I'm a different nigga.
Different.
Face off, bitch. I'm a different nigga.
Different.
Your bitch want to suck dick and then try to kiss a nigga.
Ugh.
She ain't even meet me and she miss a nigga.
I miss you, Nick.
Let's go. Yeah, let's start the show,
Why
man.
you talk to him like
5,
that?
4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm, thank you for being here.
Sir.
Thank you to the listeners for tuning in and joining us on this journey. What's the issue? What's it? No, you got to tell me what the issue is.
I fucked up.
What did you do?
Nah, I was too close. Fuck that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm, thank you for being here. Thank you to the listeners for tuning in and joining us on this journey. By the way, we're going to leave that whole intro in because I was spitting hot fire. We can't get rid of that.
Oh, yeah, we're not getting rid of that.
Well, we not getting rid of nothing.
Not at all.
Yo, I'm going to start this show off today by saying, number one, thanks everybody for the love. Thanks
Hell yeah.
for supporting the show. You know what I mean? We going up. We doing numbers now.
Numbers.
200 views. I feel like I'm famous.
Yeah, bro. Come on, talk to her. How that feel fame?
How you
control it? How you control it?
How I control
with fame in your regular life?
Ah,
man, like, how does that feel?
I feel like I'm in a prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah, why you say that?
Because we drop a video on YouTube and get 200 views. I feel like I can't trust people around me no more. And people starting to act funny and shit.
Yo, what about them? You got random cousins too?
Yeah, bitches talking about they pregnant. I never even met them. You know what I mean?
I never even slid in their DM, bro.
Never even slid in nothing. I would like to slide in something. You know what I mean? Like a baseball player. But for real though, the trajectory is going up. You know what I mean? The numbers is going up. Our numbers going up like Biden in the fourth quarter. Yo, hold on. Have you been paying attention to the election at all?
Of course. And the people been paying attention to what you've been saying.
What have I been saying? Everybody try to come at me. Like, first of all, I wanted Don Peebles to be here because one of the questions I was going to ask him is it okay for a black dude to be a Trump supporter? Right? I don't support none of the Trump politics. I do not know politics. I actually learned this week that New York has a state senate. Every state has a state senate. I didn't know that. So it's impossible for me to make any decision based on politics. I like Donald Trump because he's entertaining. Nothing more, nothing less.
You said that.
Right? And I got mad heat from the last episode. What was that about? Come
on, you wildin'. A lot of heat from who, too?
Keanu was giving me heat. I think somebody commented in the IG comments. Oh, yeah. They said that my takes was super hot. Regardless, whatever, Donald Trump is about to lose this election. I'm not going to fight it. And I think
he's going to fight it, though. That's the thing.
He's going to fight. He's going to lose.
You think he's going to lose
He's going to lose because I think with all the eyes on this election, right? Let's take, for example, Bush v. Gore that happened in 2000.
Yeah, Al Gore. Oh, you said Bush v. Gore.
Yeah, Bush v. Gore. Bush v. Gore. They threw out a lot of votes, right? And that's why it was debatable. It's like, hey, these votes are not valid. That already happened, right? And I'm sure the vetting process for these votes were better. So it's probably not going to be a lot of it's not going to be a lot of votes to be thrown away anyways.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like it's 20 years later. You should have a better system at this point than counting votes than you did 20 years ago.
And on top of that, the votes, so Donald Trump was up. Election night, I was feeling confident. Yeah. I was talking shit to my mom. I was talking shit to Andy. Andy shut off the TV. He's like, I can't handle this. Him and my mom was stressed. Niggas be lying. Niggas be lying. Yo, listen, last week after the show, me and Malcolm go to the ballot. Shout out to Ballot. That's our boy. He holds it down. We go over to Ballot crib and we leaving at like 2 in the morning. And this light skinned black dude, by the way, he looked good.
Yo, he looked Nigga will tell you his age, but he goddamn look like he 30, late 30s, going on to early 40s.
He looked like late 30s, early 40s, but he was 65 and homeless. And I'm like, I guess I have to be homeless because it seems like that's the key to stay young, right? So we walk in front of the store. Me and Malcolm have been developing a bad habit. Every Saturday after the show, we hang out and then we get ice cream at night. You know what I mean? I fuck with the vibes.
Shout out to Ben & Jerry's. They need to sponsor our content.
Yes, sir. We got to come on here and eat Ben & Jerry's.
That's a fact.
That would be good. But so we seen the light skinned dude. He's in front and he asks us for, yo, can you buy me a beer? And I'm thinking like, okay, I think this guy's alcoholic because he's outside. He's cold. It's 10 at night. And there's 1 in the morning, by the way.
Yeah.
And what he's asking for is a beer. So I'm like, he's an alcoholic. I'm not going to feed into it, right? I'd probably buy him a snack or a sandwich if he asked me. He's asking for a beer. No, you can have a beer. He goes on. He's like, hey, brother, you see, the Mexican people and the white people, they stick together, brother. You see, they would have bought this. You know?
Unity.
Unity. We gotta have unity in the black community. I'm like, bro, you're not finna talk me out for a beer right now.
Beer. You talk about some economics over some beer, bro.
He wanted all black people to get unified so he can have a drink.
Over a drink.
So we like, all right, whatever, bro. We go in the store, come back out, he's still there. He talking to us like normal. These group of girls walk into the store and he asks them for a beer too. They look at him and like, no. He's like, I'm just out here trying to get a beer. Everybody be lying. Everybody be lying. Everybody don't got money. Wait, how he do it?
Everybody be lying.
I'm just trying to get a beer, brother.
Yo.
So we come out of the store. The lady just leaving. Somebody gives this dude a drink that they was drinking. But it seemed pretty full, and he takes it. He gets happy. Yeah. Like the endorphins is running through his brain crazy right now. He just got his fix. So he see the girls walking out. He said the most reckless shit ever. He's like, hey, I asked y'all for a beer. Y'all didn't give it to me. If y'all getting raped, I'm not helping y'all. Like, yo, I'm leaving y'all right there. I don't care. Y'all be lying.
Y'all gonna be saying, help me. I'm gonna look the other way. I'm looking be lying.
Oh my God, that dude was funny.
Yo, we didn't want to show this. Niggas be lying.
Yo, I wish we named our episodes because that would definitely be the name of the episode. Yo. Niggas be lying. But yo, what was we? All right. What was we talking about before this? I'm sorry.
So Andy turned the TV off when Trump was winning early.
So Andy turned the TV off, right? They go in the room or whatever. Trump is up. He's spanking Biden at this point. All the key states. He's up in Texas. He's up in Florida. Florida should have been a blue state. They somehow flipped red. It's looking good for Trump. And in the next following days, the lead for Trump just keeps going down every fucking hour. It's like, yo, what is going on? Yeah. Like, what is the mail-in ballots hitting that good?
It was hitting, boy.
And apparently it was hitting that good.
Bro. Go ahead.
No, I think Trump made one fatal flaw this election.
What's that?
By not supporting mail-in ballots. Because what Biden knew was that voting is like anything else, right? And more so voting because you go on election day, there's these fucking long lines, and a lot of people will turn away because of that. That's part of voter oppression, having people wait long. Right? That's one of the big topics that was being talked about. That's why the NFL players was like, hey, open up these arenas and use them as voting stations because you're going to create more voting stations in the city. People are more likely to vote. Mm-hmm. Biden and his crew gave people the choice of saying, okay, let's just get it out of the way now. Let's send these ballots in a month before and get it over with. And that's why it was hitting like that. And Trump was telling his people, no, we're not fucking with mail-in voting. We're against it. They're going to cheat. So all his people is thinking like, look, we're going to go and vote on election day. And I think there's a lot of votes that was lost to that. Just, it's too much people. I don't feel like it. I got work today. I'm sick. I got COVID, whatever the reason may be. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why he got spanked in the mail-in voting. Mm-hmm. So fatal flaw. Y'all, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? One thing you were supporting came back to bite you in the ass.
Mm-hmm. That's all it takes right there. Mm-hmm. That's all it takes. Yeah, they hitting, bro.
Yeah, it was hitting.
It was really hitting because you can see Trump's supposed to win PA and what other state in the South? North Carolina, I believe.
Yeah, North Carolina.
And he flipped.
Yes. Yeah.
Flipped. Mm-hmm. You see that? You see PA turn blue. You like, damn, that's 20 electoral votes.
That's 20 electoral votes right there.
That shit hitting.
And I'm not gonna be a hater.
That's probably how the scammer felt. You know, when that first piece hit.
Like, yo. Biden was like, yo. At first, I was being a sore loser. I'm like, you know what? I think they're cheating. Trump should take it to court. But then I'm like, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, the mail-in ballots is hitting. I give Biden a lot of respect because I didn't think Biden had a chance in hell of winning this.
Against him?
No, I didn't think he had a chance. I honestly think that the Democrats put Biden in place because it was like, hey, let's get this old motherfucker out of here. We have to run somebody. Let's not waste a Kamala Harris. Let's not waste Michelle Obama or whoever they think is going to be in that next lineage of you know what I mean, possibly winning the presidency as a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
I think they just threw him out there just to have somebody, and the dude won the election. It's Saturday the 7th right now. He hasn't officially won yet, but he's won.
Yeah,
right?
The numbers is there.
Yeah, unless Trump goes to court and he makes that happen, he's won.
You know what people say that America is a lot softer than it was before because we give our rewards for everyone for everything now.
What do you mean by that?
You know, all right. So let's say we have a youth football team, right? Mm-hmm. And we did average. We went to the playoffs. This is a youth league. We went to the playoffs. We lost, and we don't give out an MVP award. Everyone just gets an award. We do a award ceremony and we give everyone an award. Yeah. You know, people be like, "Oh, America's soft. This is what we do now for sports," right? Well. Could we say that about the
presidential election?
Election? Well, Biden been chilling, sitting on his ass, not the main guy for 12 years. VP for 8 years, and then 4 years waiting for Trump to get out of office.
Okay.
Like, hey, Joe Biden, you've been, served 12 years waiting for this spot. Well, here you go, buddy.
I see what you're saying. Biden was it never seemed like he was being groomed for the presidential position.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I don't think it fits into the trophy aspect, but it's definitely a good point.
Like, yo, you just been waiting here. Here you go, sir. You've been waiting 12 years. You know, you don't really have to work for it. Yeah. You put in your work.
So is Biden the Ryan Fitzpatrick of the political realm? He's just been here so long, and it's like you're not the best, but you're not underwhelming. Yeah, let's give you a chance. And guess who's the Tua of the political thing? Ooh. Kamala Harris.
Exactly.
They're going to bench Biden for Kamala Harris to see what she got so they could test her out for the next election. That's exactly what they're doing with Tua.
But would they discredit Kamala Harris if Biden does pass away? I was thinking this the other day. Biden passes away, right? Well, Kamala Harris will be our first female president, right? But I think people would discredit her and say, well, she didn't really win. Biden won.
Okay.
So the person, whoever's next, whoever goes for the next election in 2024, if a lady's the top candidate for the Republican Party,
okay,
and she wins,
okay,
they could say, well, this is the first female president.
Okay.
She actually won.
Okay.
You think they would do something like that? They would pull some trick like that?
The history is, so, for example, Theodore Roosevelt, he was serving under, I completely forget the guy's name, but he was serving under a vice president. He came in, the guy passed away like a month into his second term.
Yeah.
And Theodore Roosevelt became the president, and he had a good run, and then he was elected again. So it really depends on what you do in that position. It's kind of like Tom Brady. Tom Brady was not supposed to be the starter. Yeah. Someone got hurt. Right? In that case, the president dies. He comes in, and now he's the GOAT because you got a position that you technically was not supposed to be in. But what did you do with it? Right? Did you take it and run with it, or did you fumble that bag?
Did you fumble that bag?
Yeah.
But that's still they still would discredit her. Let's say that, okay, Biden passes away 2 years in. Kamala Harris is president for the last 2 years. And she does win. They'll be like, well, she was already the president. She wasn't the first. She was under Biden. I feel like people are just going to discredit her if a situation does happen.
No, I see what you're saying.
How old is Biden? Like 80-something?
Biden is 78. Trump is also 78. He's probably a few months older than Trump.
Trump do look a little better than him.
Trump, I'll be honest,
that's a fact.
I don't think we discussed this. Those are two fucking healthy 78-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, extremely healthy.
Yeah.
I don't think we really understand.
They're not as healthy as niggas be lying.
Niggas be lying. But he only 65, though.
That's true.
With his alcohol problem, he might not be around at 78.
That's a fact.
Right? But those are two young 78-year-olds. And those are two ugly dudes, right? Oh, man. No. If you look at them from the side angle views that they be showing, you can see how, like, they skin is saggy as shit.
Saggy, it's disgusting. You seen the picture of 50 posted? Posted like a bald picture of Donald Trump.
No.
That shit was funny.
But this election was very interesting for me, and you're part of the reason why it was very interesting. Politics has now become mainstream, right? And I think
you don't think so? Not now.
It is mainstream.
Oh, okay.
It is the most mainstream thing. I think it's more mainstream than sports was. I think we're heading into a realm where politics is like wrestling, in the sense that when we were young, wrestling was as real as it could fucking be. You couldn't see through anything. It's like, yo, these dudes are really fighting. Undertaker really died and came back from the dead and did what he did. Yeah. And now you're 20 and you look at 2020 wrestling. It's like, what the fuck are these dudes doing? Uh-huh. Like, am I supposed to believe this shit?
Is this a circus?
Like, is it a circus? Like, really, what are these? I wouldn't even want to be around these guys that's wrestling.
Like, niggas be lying.
Niggas be lying. Y'all lying. Did you just really kick him in the dick? Do you want me to believe that was a kick to the dick? And I think that's what politics has become. Before, when politicians were politicking, it was believable. It was believable that they really talked like that and they meant the things they say and they were truthful, they were educated, which they are, but they also fill with a lot of bullshit. And I think the veil has been unrelieved from that. And I think part of that is the reason why politics is so interesting. But you could just see it, like you're a fucking capper. You come in here last week and we're going to put the clip right here. Look at this. You're telling people about how much you do not care about politics. And then me and you on the phone having a full-blown argument of why you think the country is be great under Biden and not Trump. Where did the switch come from, Malcolm?
Come on, son. It's true, though. People feel this type of way that if Trump in office is going to still put a divide in his country. And that's personally how I feel. That it'll put a divide in this country. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm a fan of somebody that will unite America. Why not? Why can't we come together? You know, I went to Stop and Shop and the security guard, damn, whose shirt was I wearing? Shit. Yo, shout out to these people. We always shout them out. Shout out to Stacks and shout out to Raj from Run With Me. I don't know. I was wearing one of y'all shirts. It was either Together We Could Do All Things or We Are Who. Damn, I'm fucking this one up. We are who we are. We are who we have. Something like that. Raj, my fault, bro. But I was wearing one of their shirts, and the dude was like, yo, I like your shirt with everything going on. And he was like, yeah, man, you know, when 9/11 happened, everyone came together, united. So I'm like, yo, me personally, I see and feel a divide in this country of race. We don't need that anymore. So I'm not a fan of someone that's causing divide in America. And the problem is, like, when you go on, I'm not trying to say really truly influenced by these people, but you see what they're saying, like, oh, Trump, you know, is better for business. And you start thinking, like, why wouldn't, this is America in the first place, why wouldn't the other gentleman feel like, yo, we're going to take care of businesses too? Yeah, because it's economics, number one, is if you take care of businesses, they create more jobs and more opportunities for people.
Just like anything in life, you have people that's good at something and people that are not as good as it. You have doctors that are going to make you survive if everything goes okay. But then if you're a billionaire, there's a doctor that you're going to go to that is way more efficient at his job than the other one. Same thing with the economy.
But that's one aspect of the whole politician thing. I'd rather have someone that's trying to unite this whole country together. And that's a problem I'm facing, and click with me. I'm like, yo, we really dealing with, yes, we know Biden history. We talked about it on the show. But we also know the history of all these other presidents. You understand that came into office and then ruined minority communities. You understand?
My question to you is, and guys, please, if you're listening to the show, please be prepared for the microbiology references for the next 8 weeks, because I'm taking microbiology right now, and that's, other than the podcast, that's what my head is focused on. Do you think? So I'm gonna compare the divide that you are saying that Donald Trump has put in America to microbiology dying a samples of a cell. So before we knew what microbes was, and we first started looking on microscopes, you would look at it and it would look all the same. Like I don't even see what I'm looking at. It all looks the same. Then they figured out you can use a dye, and when you dye something, some things adhere to the dye based on certain chemicals that they have on them. So like you can throw all red paint on this table, and only certain places would soak up the red paint, and then you could see, oh, that part is different from that part, right?
Man,
was
smart as fuck.
Huh? You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Was Donald Trump technically a die on the society of America where the divide was already there, but with social media and the die that is Donald Trump, he exposed it. He made us see it more. He made it in our face more. And if that is the case, I don't think that's a bad thing. Because I would rather see the racism and the divide and the issues that are plaguing America than not see it. Because that way, it's an underlying disease that you can't see. It's cancer that doesn't show up till it's in stage 4. And then at that point, it's too late. You're fucking dead. So I would rather Donald Trump show us, okay, you have the Proud Boys, then you have the people that are far left. Now let's bind it.
You said the Proud Boys?
The Proud Boys.
Damn, that's how you just gonna call them?
I thought
Proud Boys?
Isn't that what they're called?
Dang.
That's a group. The Proud Boys is a group.
And then the far left? What's the far left group?
The Democrats. The
Damn, as a whole. So
no, not as a whole.
The far right is just Proud Boys? You understand what I'm saying?
No, I'm just making an analogy. The far right, we're seeing the divide between the far right and the far left.
Yeah.
As you saying, Biden is going to mend us. No, I think he's going to put makeup over it.
Put makeup over it?
Over the divide. I think the divide was already there is what I'm saying. And Donald Trump added the dye, right? Whatever it is. And he made it seem like, oh, there's still white people down south or in Long Island that feel like that. Right? And I'm not just putting it on white people. There's black people who feel that way towards that. There's extreme leftists. There's extreme rightists. I don't know. That's what I think personally. And as I said, if that is the case, I would rather it be called out. So I think at the end of the day, Donald Trump did serve a positive purpose in his role as president. If nothing else, he showed us what America really is like. Because I don't think he created the issue.
For you saying it, for him to show what America is really like, that's a perfect analogy than to say.
Yeah, he took the veil off of America.
But you think that's fair to keep it going on, or is it fair to like, yo, we are America, we're gonna come in as one?
I don't have opinion either way. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to work with whatever the country selects. By the way, I'm not even a citizen, so I really don't have a say in this shit.
You can't even listen to this
vote,
dude.
Brother.
Yo, once he go in that booth, they shipping him back.
They shipping me back. I'm talking here like I vote. Guess what? Brothers be lying.
Brothers be lying. Hey, man, brothers be lying. Help me. I would look the other way. Brothers be lying.
I look the other way. Like, hey, Trump said him. But back to what I was saying. This shit, this presidency, this election has just shown me the true colors of people. As I told you, it's 10 at night. My mom comes home. She's ready to watch the election, right? She's ready to watch the election. She is excited. She sees that Trump's is winning. She's like, you know what? I'm just going to go to sleep. I have work in the morning. That's like, you ever watching a LeBron game or something like that, they losing like, nigga, fuck this shit. I'm out to bed. I'm not dealing with this.
He not playing.
Yeah, he not playing. They getting spanked. I'm out. So my mom says she's going to bed. Her and Andy go to bed. I wake up at 3 in the fucking morning. My mom is in the living room on the couch with note cards, and she's like, Nick, come here. I'm like, Mom, what are you calling me over here for? She's like, no, come see this. Okay, so if Trump gets Pennsylvania, Arizona, and this, he'll only be up by 30 votes. I'm like, you really sitting here now calculating this? Like, she was really into it. She was like, I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
But that's how they set the theme up. And it's fire how they set the theme up on every news channel to watch the election. Because the map's right there. And they talking about it, too. That's the thing. They're like, yo, they'll click Pennsylvania. But like, yo, this is how Trump could win it. This is how Biden could win Pennsylvania. This is how Biden would win the whole election. This is how Trump could win the election. Like, that's all you seeing on those 3 news channels. And it's you want to watch it.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
entertaining.
It's
you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's very knowledgeable too. Like, now I think we are, us people as a whole, we are a lot smarter of how the voting goes. I feel like the 2016 election, we just thought, every vote count is more of a popular base. Now we know, you need to win the states.
Yes.
And we realize.
By the way, that is not what I think. Everyone as a country has finally understood the electoral vote. Everyone as a country has finally understood the electoral vote because people are really interested into this election. Yeah. People did not know. People heard electoral college and thought that it was a university. Yeah.
Hey, brother,
what school you go to, nigga? I go to electoral college.
Hey, brothers be lying.
I got my bachelor's in bullshit from the Electoral College.
I just got my BA. Man,
I got my BS.
My BS. Yeah.
No, I got my BS and BS. But yeah.
But that's true though. So now that's people watching. Now that we understand, okay, and now we realize the key states that play a major role in this is Florida, Atlanta, Pennsylvania,
Texas.
No,
well,
Texas is automatically Republican.
Texas is always red.
Yeah,
but same thing with New York.
No, New York will never be red.
No, New York is always Democrat.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Those are not major ones. I'm saying the ones that were like really that changed, that flipped. Yeah, okay. New York and Cali,
the battleground states.
Texas, them big Mississippi, like them places would never change.
Those are the battleground states. You know what's interesting, right? So New York is this God Almighty Republican state. However, there are 63 seats in the New York State Senate, and I think for the past 2 years, I think they're all 2 years terms, and it's similar to the federal, like the United States Senate, right? I think the U.S. Senate has 100, New York has 63, and it's all based on districts. But the Democrats held 40 seats for the past 2 years, and they've always had a big lead. They were actually going into this election expecting a supermajority. That's when they get so much of the seats in the Senate that basically Andrew Cuomo is no longer the governor. Because if they want to get something passed and bond together as Democrats, they're going to get it passed, right?
Cuomo is a Democrat.
No, he is. But what I'm saying is so how it works is, say...
Oh, you're saying if they sweep it?
Not sweep, but get a supermajority, which is probably like 45 or even 50, somewhere in the high... or to mid 40s, they would have 75% of the seats. Now, if you're the governor and we're a body, we send a bill to you to be passed, you veto it, it comes back to us if we agree on it as a Senate, and now we all have to vote. And you have to have a 2/3 vote to get it passed, basically to bypass the governor. Now, a lot of those don't get passed if it's an equal Senate, right? Republican, Democrats, because the Republicans, if it's a law that the Democrats are going for example, the New York bail reform, the Republicans would have 1,000% denied that, right? But the governor accepted it, so it went through. If the Democrats had 2/3 of the Senate, they would automatically have that 2/3 vote automatically. So the governor would essentially be, they wouldn't have to depend on him for anything. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
did I explain that correctly?
Yeah.
But they got smoked. They flipped 8 seats. The Republicans flipped 8 seats in New York. So now it is 33 to 32. No, that's incorrect. It's 31 to 32. Democrats still have the lead by 1 seat. But the Republicans flipped 8 seats. So how democratic really is New York?
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
If we're going off the people votes, New York City is full of Democrats, and we know that, and that's where majority of the points come from, because there's so many people in New York City as a whole, and you don't see no one like you would be the odd one out wearing a MAGA hat in New York City. Like that would be very weird of you.
I don't think they go full MAGA in New York, but they definitely lean conservative.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
like you know what I'm like right now,
it's not a New York City Senate; it's a New York State Senate.
Yeah, New York. Okay.
I see what you're saying.
You're talking about the Senate.
No, it makes sense. For the election,
I'm talking about
it goes Democrat because most people in New York are centered in New York City.
Yeah.
Right? But then it goes by districts, each Senate. So all of upstate New York and other parts of New York, they equally have 1 Senate.
Okay.
So maybe that's why they were able to flip it Republican.
Yeah. All right. So going back to the Senate talk, sorry about that. It was a miscommunication. You're saying how Democratic is New York? Well, they're still up 1, right?
1?
They flip 8 seats, but we don't. What's going to happen in 2 years? Maybe they can flip the 8 seats back.
Maybe they can, you know but a big reason why they were able to flip the seats is because of bail reform. How do you feel about the bail reform?
Talk to me.
I mean, they basically said that anyone who committed a nonviolent crime, and I think not domestic violence, nonviolent, would get out on bail. They wouldn't have to sit in prison for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I that's like abortion to me. I can't tell you if I agree with it or don't agree with it, because personally, I would never ever take a man's freedom. So honestly, if it was up to me, unless you're a murderer or a rapist, no one would go to prison for anything. But that's why I appreciate the judicial system, because that's the tough decisions they have to make, right? So I don't know. There's an argument to be made for both. There's an argument to be made to say, hey, a guy who made a mistake, you know what I mean, stole something, stole a car, stole drugs, he shouldn't be sitting in prison because, as I said, I will never, ever take a man's freedom. But at the same time, you have people who are released for certain things and they continue to commit crimes. Yeah. So where do you fall in that? I mean, I don't know.
That's a non-ending argument. Just like what politics is, basically. But whoever wins, people are going to argue for another 4 years, 8 years.
Yeah. But apparently that's what people really hated, and that's why those seats will be able to be flipped, because that's what the Republicans ran on.
So the bill. So like who's on which side? Republicans on
the Republicans are against bail reform. Okay. You gotta think these are conservative people. They are for law and order.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The Democrats are for the people, I guess. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Why you say that about you funny
because
as hell.
Everybody should be for the people.
That's what I'm saying. But why you have the
because why, bro?
You funny though. You always put a bad analogy to the Democrat Party. You said the Proud Boys, a little segment of the far right, and then you go, the far left. Like,
you think Proud Boys was supposed to be a positive thing?
Well, proud. If someone that is not very knowledgeable, like right. Proud Boys. Ooh, Proud Boys. Yeah, I like that.
I guess what you're saying. Far but left. You know they shit on their Proud Boys, right? They're not a very well liked or well received group.
Yeah.
So.
See, but I mean, I guess that's smart marketing for them, right? You hear Proud Boys, like, what the fuck is a Proud Boy? I think that's a dude that's in a frat.
Dude, I'm fucking proud, man. How fucking dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking whip my cock out like Jeffrey Tubin on you motherfuckers.
Right on Zoom.
He's I'm really about to zoom on y'all asses.
Said he's really zooming.
But yo, I want to say congratulations to Biden. Congratulations to sexy Kamala Harris.
Yes.
Beautiful young lady. By the way, all the women in politics are beautiful.
Yeah, we were talking about that last episode.
AOC looked good. I want to see how she ages. You know what I mean? Honestly, if she has a kid and she gains a little weight, it wouldn't be a bad thing. Because she's a tiny girl. Imagine she gets thick. She fills out, gets thick as fuck.
What's her thing? AOC?
AOC.
Thick AOC.
Ooh.
AOC so thicky.
Nah, fuck AOC.
That's her at name.
They need to name her TIC. You know what I mean?
Would that be?
Tick. She thick like some boiled milk.
Uh-huh.
You don't get that? Nah. I don't know either. If you boil milk, it get thicker, right?
Hey, brothers be lying, bro.
Their brothers be lying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But by the way, if we sound like we don't have shit to talk about, partially we don't, because we're supposed to have an interview today.
Yeah.
But come on, we giving y'all a show regardless.
Giving y'all a show, come on.
Yeah, I was thinking, right? And I want the listeners to get to know us a little bit, because, you know what I mean? If you guys fuck with us, you guys want to fuck with us, you feel me? And I was thinking, like, I have grown so much. And a lot of times in life, I think anybody can relate to this. We don't realize how much we have grown. And we don't give ourselves credit for it, because the society we live in, this capitalist society where it's go, 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 which is another issue, by the way. And we could talk about that a little later. The downfalls of a capitalist society and how it literally causes depression and fucking just ridiculous, non-ending satisfaction. Like you're never satisfied with anything you get. That's what Karl Marx was going against. That's what capitalism has done to our people. But we need to give ourselves credit more for the things that we do well. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking back, I was having this conversation with my aunt. Like when I was in Trinidad, number one, when I was in primary school, for you guys, that would be considered middle school. I was one of the best students in thing. When I graduated with like 2 or 3 trophies. Whew. And the trophies was best in arts. No, not arts. I was never good at arts. Best at English, best at math, and best at creative writing. Right? I was the best in math.
Be lying.
Not on everything I love. You could ask my aunt, ask my mother. You said you was nice at art. I wasn't nice at art. Yeah, I was lying on that one. And I went to high school. And when I tell you, no exaggeration, I did 3 years in high school in Trinidad. And on everything I love, I passed one class in 3 years.
Why?
I don't know. So my aunt said she thinks the reason was that my group of friends, I'm not going to say they led me down the wrong way, because they were young too. We probably were just all bad influence on each other. You know what I mean? We were cool. None of us was on no gangster shit, but that's what we was getting into. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, like, I shit on the gangster culture a lot because it's stupid, right? You view it stupid. It's really nothing good that comes from it. But there is something romantic to the culture of being a gangster, being a tough guy. There is something romantic to it. Let's not forget that part. Because sometimes people get me mad, and I wish I could just call 10 niggas and we roll on this nigga and beat the shit out of him.
That's what y'all used to do?
No, I feel like that now. Like, if Keanu talking shit, I want to just get 10 niggas and roll up to Rochester and whoop the shit out of Keanu. But there is something romantic about having that power, though. There definitely is. Because, yeah, in Trinidad, we did that a lot. You know what I mean? Sometimes we were the hunted, and sometimes we hunted niggas. Mm-hmm. Right? No cap. I got suspended like 11 plus times in school in Trinidad in 3 years. There was one time where I got suspended, was out for like a week, came back, got suspended the same fucking day on everything I love.
What you was doing? You want to talk about it?
One time we got suspended for bringing a knife to school. So we were beefing with these group of kids, and a fight broke out at a maxi stand. Basically a taxi stand. Right, where dudes have their car, they take us to where we live, basically. That's the best way I could explain it. And my bro and this dude just fighting, and they end up tussling, and he slams a dude against this guy's vehicle. And these dudes, they take a lot of pride in their vehicle. They don't want young kids fighting and denting up their vehicle. I understand where he was coming from. He slapped the shit out of my mans. Now, this is a grown-up. We're 12, 13, 14, 15 years at the time. This grown-up just slapped the shit out of my mans. My mans is not having it. He's a hothead. This dude is a legit hothead. Shout out to my man's Warnie. He's a legit hothead. The things this dude did, I'm like, yo, he's not scared to die. Right? And that's when Tekashi came out. I knew about Tekashi. I'm like, you know what's wrong with Tekashi? Tekashi is not scared to die. That's why he does the things he does, because I've been around people like that. So he brings the knife to school, and us being dumb, we're showing the knife out to girls to show them how tough as shit we is. I don't know what we was doing.
Like, yo, hey, you see this show there? Like, yeah, if it go down, it gonna go down. But like, yo, you stick with me, I got you.
I got you. Ain't nobody fucking with you. But I don't know what we was thinking. And somebody snitched, and we got in trouble. And that was just one of the times. I mean, we would do shit. We would cut class. The principal would come try to talk to us. I would be disrespectful, be rude, just dumb shit. And I was never a disrespectful kid, right? And I say all of that to say this. I came to America, and everything happens for a reason. My aunt always told me that when I came to America, it's going to be in the perfect time. Because ever since I was a kid, my mom has been living here since I was 4, right? And I would always try to get my visa and get denied, right? And my aunt always said, Nick, don't worry about it. When it's time for you to go to America, everything's going to work out. And I think I've told the story on here about how I got my visa. I wasn't supposed to get it. I was missing paperwork. My grandmother went in. She wasn't even supposed to go in because she didn't have the paperwork. They called her and said, listen, you don't even need the paperwork anymore. Stamp. Nick has his visa now. And Nick comes to America to live for the next year. And by the judgment of all things, I think I came here at the perfect age where I was able to defer between the life I was living and the life I wanted to live and the things I could achieve. Right? I probably wouldn't have went to Utica. I probably wouldn't have met you, and I probably wouldn't be part of the biggest podcast on the motherfucking earth, baby. You feel me?
That's a
you
fact.
Feel me? So, yeah, I came over here and I changed, partially because of football. Football was a big motivational factor for me. You know what I mean? I wanted to play football. I remember my math teacher told me, like, hey, Nick, I know you want to play football. Mind you, I'm not even playing football at the time. I get like a 75 on a test. And he told me, Nick, that's good. Keep it up. If you want to play football, that's what you need, good grades. And literally that sentence, I will remember that sentence for the rest of my life. Because that's when I decided, hey, fuck all of that. You about to go in. Mm-hmm. And academics was the first thing I really focused in on. And that's when I realized, like, yo, I'm smart. I can be smart. All I have to do is focus. And I swear to God, my entire life in America, from that time, I don't think I've ever gotten below a 75 in school. Whether that's high school or college. I bodied everything. Because, you know what I mean? That for me, that was the bar that was set. And honestly, during college, if I was to get a 75, that was bad. And at that time, I'm telling you how bad I used to do in school. When I got that 75, I was like, yo, a 75? That's lit, nigga. I'm out here.
I'm bringing my knife to school tomorrow.
About to ride on these fuck niggas.
I'm smarter than them.
Nah, for real. So I wanted to, you know what I mean, give myself props for growing in that way. And I'm still growing, and I want this to be a reminder to myself that none of us are where we want to be. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of people think that with success and money and things, you're gonna get to this romantic state of life where you feel like everything is good. It never happens.
Never happens.
I don't have $1 million yet, but I know when I get it, I'm not gonna be satisfied.
Yeah.
Whether I have $1 billion, I'm not gonna be satisfied. The satisfaction comes from moving forward and doing better, and then setting more goals, and then stripping those goals down to making a system for yourself to achieve those things.
Man, that's a major key what you're saying right there. Everything you just said is a major key, and I hope everyone caught that and listened to that. And you're right. Off the capitalism society, well, what makes it even worse is social media. Yes. You know, because the feeling of now like, oh, I see this person having this. Well, you can easily dream of having it now because this person has it. Mm-hmm. But you also could be going back to your bad habits. Yes. You know, it's so easy to be influenced by all this different type of things. And especially, I would say at a young age, it's good to try things. You understand? Mm-hmm. Because sometimes I look at things and go, what if I was 60? Would I look back on this and go, damn, I should have tried this. So that's why I like trying things. But
you're very big at that too. You definitely create experiences. And you're good at that. Where did you learn that from? Because a lot of people sit back and think life is going to come at them and experiences are going to come at them. And they very rarely do. You have to go out and create experiences.
That's it right there. You know that you have to go out there and do things. And a major part of my life that played a key role of, you know, knowing that you have to go out and go do things was being in Bond. Bond is an organization at Utica College called Brothers on a New Direction. And
which Guala was the GOAT of. Not only was he the greatest running back of all time, he was the greatest president of Bond. Oh, you was a vice president.
Vice president secretary.
Bro, you was the fucking president. Come on, bro.
I appreciate it. Come on,
bro. We know
let's stay humble,
no disrespect. Who was Assad? Was the president at the time?
My junior, he was the president.
I think Assad would give you props and say that you held it down.
Yeah,
shout out to Assad.
Shout out to Assad.
Intelligent
B2. B2 was the president.
Brian did a lot of work. Yeah. But fuck you, my man. You still a GOAT.
I appreciate it. But we got involved with an organization, another organization in Utica called Underground Cafe. An underground cafe is where teens would go after school, because their parents are still working, so they need somewhere to go right after school. They would go to the Underground Cafe, and basically, at-risk teens. And at that point, that's when I realized, like, yo, you got to speak to people if you want something to happen. Yes. You got to go through things if you want stuff to happen. Nothing's gonna come to you. So being in an organization, that org made it realize, like, yo, if you want something for this org, you got to speak to people. You got to set meetings. You got to be organized. You got to be outgoing. As much as I'm not like an outgoing person, but that's how you have to be. People are going to fuck with you or they're not. No matter what. At the end of the day, they're going to like you as the person you are or they're not.
You can't be too stressed about making people like you.
Yeah.
You just got to be yourself. That's something that I struggle with. Because I think, for whatever reason it is, and I'm really getting to the point where I don't give a fuck, I think I'm a good-hearted person, but I don't know if I'm too confident sometimes or I'm annoying. I come off the wrong way to a lot of people. And to me, I've just learned to accept it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, bro, I never enter any situations with negative feelings towards anyone. Mm-hmm. You probably know me more than other people. Like, I really don't have ill feelings towards people. I might get on people's nerves, but that's life.
Yeah.
You can't be too stressed about that. And that's one thing I've learned recently. I don't give a fuck about what nobody thinks.
You can. Because once you start thinking, hey, what do they think about me? You lost control of yourself. You are you. You're the person. You are you. You look in the mirror. That's you. Everything, whatever happens in life is because of you. It's no one else. Yeah, certain situations could be someone else. But also, you can make the situation better or worse for yourself.
And the one thing that you never do is give up on yourself or lie to yourself, right? Do not lie to... If you know, like, personally, as I said, I don't give a fuck about what people think about me. But if I know I handle the situation incorrectly, okay, Nick, now it's time to self-correct. and be better so that you don't make that mistake again.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell somebody suck your dick again because you lost control of your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that's what I could control. Control what you can control. That's one thing my mom always told me. Control what you can control. You can't control what anyone else does. You can control your interactions with them, whatever they think.
And that's major key. And like I talked to you about this before. Sometimes I think, about this show, and I go, wow, I'm blessed to have a show. And like the way you brought up, and look how we connected. Now look what we have.
Mm-hmm.
We always talked about business, even since our sophomore year of college.
Facts.
We've been talking about business. Now look at where we at, which we are very grateful for this opportunity.
1000%.
But you see people out in the real world, and sometimes you be like, yo, are they stuck? Do they not have nothing to push them? Like the one thing they do is just, I'm not bashing people for just going to work, but I'm just certain work. Like, damn, this is just it.
You know what it is? I think everyone has a different mindset, and a lot of us. That's
what I want to.
I'm also taking human lifespan psychology, and I think a lot of the way we are brought up in the first couple of years determines the kind of people we are. Me personally, and Malcolm is the same, and that's probably why we vibe so well together, is that we have exorbitant dreams that we can't even fucking see how they're gonna come true. But for some reason, maybe our parents instilled a certain level of confidence in us that we believe we can achieve those things.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people don't think the same, but I think the key to life is happiness. So for us, that's going to be happiness for us. And that's not always a good thing, because in the rare case that we don't achieve the things that we think we have the ability to achieve, we're probably going to be unhappy with life.
Yeah.
Even though we might be making $150,000 a year, $200,000 a year, we're going to be deeply unsatisfied living these lives that we fucking hear ourselves and be 40 and going through a midlife crisis, as opposed to someone who never had big dreams. And that $200,000 and that wife and that family is literally making them the happiest and feeling as good as possible.
Yeah.
So it's not everything is a give and take. The mindset that we have is not for everybody.
No, I know that. That's what I was trying to get at. It was
okay,
like the mindset. Now you think like, yo, I just can't be that person. That person just can't be me, and that's fine. And that's life at the end of the day. And I go, and that's why I think about the show. I'll be driving. I look at the next person. I go, let's say they're a truck driver. No, right? I go, okay, this is what they just do. I go, well, I don't want to be a truck driver. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad, and then I feel good about myself. Like, all right, I'm glad I'm doing this show. Right? This is, I'm glad I'm be able to absorb this knowledge and read. And give these facts to these people, honestly. So,
speaking about reading, shout out to the book club, Ryan, E, Ed, Malcolm, and myself. We got a book club coming. We're gonna drop some content on that for y'all too. Sir. And we just, what I mean, we just trying to educate ourselves.
Educate ourselves and our people. But
educate and conversate. Do y'all remember that?
Yes, sir.
A few months ago,
that?
My mom loved that
she
quote.
Loved that one. Educate and conversate.
Educate and
that's
conversate.
The title of it right there. Educate and conversate. That's the title of it.
The book club.
Yeah, but going back to that, like, and then at the end of the day, and then you just look back at what you done. Don't compare yourself to no one else. Just look back at what you done and how you came so far. Like, that's all life is about, is improving. Right. You're gonna step back. But as long as you keep improving and knowing that you're getting better as a person, hey, like you said, not everyone has the same mindset. Hey, that's fine. I don't care. But sometimes I try to put myself in someone else's eyes, and I go, hey, this is not me. I realize this is not me. This is not what I'm gonna like. I'm fine. I'm content with myself. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Do you feel like you're tough on yourself sometimes? And if so, what's one thing that you would want to give yourself credit for, as far as improving, becoming a better person, that you haven't done, that you feel like you're too harsh on yourself about?
Communication.
Okay.
And every week you try to figure out a way to, how can I communicate better? How can I say words better, clearer? Be clearer for the audience when I speak to
breaking news.
Live breaking news.
Live breaking news on the motherfucking Nick and Mel show.
Uh-huh.
Donald Trump is no longer the president of the United States.
That's a fact.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris has won the presidential election. Congrats, Joe Biden. Congrats, Kamala Harris. It was, it's my mom. Hold on, let me call her, because she, yeah. Hold on.
Mom Dukes on the phone. Yeah, you gotta show her.
Yo, Miss Thomas, this is my mom. Welcome to the Nick and Mal Show. What do you have to tell the people?
We have a new elected president, Mr. Joe Biden. And my son owe me lunch.
Tell her, Ma. Tell her, Ma.
No, you see, and this, Ma, this
tell
is
her, Ma.
Ma, this is why you lying, because when
brothers be lying.
In fact, he owes me and you lunch.
Double it up. I'm about to order everything on the menu.
And don't forget your stepfather.
Hey,
triple
man.
it up. Hey, brothers be lying.
Listen to your elders.
Yeah, I can see him saying that.
Yo, but listen though.
Yeah, Andy.
Donald Trump still has time to go to court, right?
I mean, what?
I don't know. He's gonna figure something out. But Ma, back, huh?
Joe Biden ain't down with it yet, you know. He's still with it. You got more states to win.
Oh, so
I just need you to get in contact with a guy who print the t-shirt because I need some Trump jerseys with us, with like somebody feeding him bottle and booping him and rocking him to sleep or however it goes.
okay.
So,
Well,
love you.
okay. If you get those shirts made, we'll wear them on the next podcast.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Nicholas, especially you have to wear it.
Okay, I'll wear it. Love you. Bye.
Okay. Love you, son.
All right, bye.
I want to call someone and talk hella shit.
Honestly,
but you right here.
they know. I'm never gonna live this down. But guess what? I've been a Biden fan the whole time. You know. No. I didn't want to jinx it.
So talk to us, Nick. This is breaking news right here on the Nick and Mal Show.
I've always thought Biden was gonna win.
How?
Because he's just so entertaining. He's just so attractive. He's so well spoken.
Yo, you funny as hell. Nah, you really a clown.
Okay, so I have a theory. Once again, congratulations to Joe Biden. Congratulations to Kamala Harris. I don't think that Joe Biden is gonna stutter anymore.
He hasn't since.
No, he always fucking stutters.
No, he hasn't.
What do you mean?
Ever since that time he did stutter?
Bro, he stutters every time he speaks. You don't watch none of the
I do.
things. What are you watching?
Bro, I did watch
But
it.
yeah, I think he was just under a lot of pressure from Trump, and people was looking at him, and he was fucking up because, you know what I mean, you under that pressure. But I think he's going to be good. Listen, bro, I'm honestly not mad they won. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We do need to check to see if China interfered with this election, though. Because all we talked about was Russia for 4 fucking years. Now, we just going to let China slide.
But I went to the gym, and some dude, I don't know, some dude pulled up. He was like, he said something about the mask, and he was like, yeah, now this country's about to be a communist country. Like, do people really think that? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's the bizarre shit.
That's ignorant. That's just as ignorant as what I hate about watching CNN and stuff. That's stupid.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you really think a president's gonna be like, yo, we're gonna lock all these people up? That cannot happen.
But let's have this conversation, though. We've had this conversation before.
Not lock all these people up. That doesn't mean communism. I'm sorry for the misinformation.
Yeah. We do agree that America has put their future solely in the hands of China. And we've kind of made China the strongest motherfucker on the planet by how much dependent we are on them. Don't get me wrong, they're dependent on us also, but we're fucking America.
You think so? How do they have that much power? China, talk.
They make everything.
Yes,
that's big.
That is big.
That's big. If think about it, if all groceries was to shut down right now in New York City, everyone would die within a month. Guess why? It's nothing to eat out here.
Yeah.
Other than groceries, there's nothing to eat. Right? America is not the most resourceful country in the world. We got some oil. What else do we really have?
Yeah.
We depend on China for everything. We import everything. That's why China has the power. Now China economy, since we owe them a bunch of money, right? Their wealth is also tied to our economy staying high, right? Because if our economy crashes, the money that we owe them essentially crashes too. Mm-hmm. So there's vested interest. But I think one of the things Donald Trump was talking about is becoming more self-reliant as Americans, bringing jobs back to the U.S.
But they're not going to do that.
No, it's not going to do it because they use slaves in China.
Exactly, bro. And the dude, Derek Grace, he was on Earn Your Leisure talking about, he was like, yeah, I try to keep it in-house. He was building his board game. He goes, yo, I try to keep my board game in-house by a company in Nevada, but they couldn't create as much as product as I needed. Yeah. And he emailed the CEO, was like, yo, your people are price gouging.
Okay.
Like, it was a ridiculous price. And then that's how he got connected with some dude that's from Europe that be all over the world, bro, working with top business people.
Okay.
And that dude he met in Europe was like, yo, I know someone in China that can make all these products for this price.
And he took it?
Yeah. Because of the price. So that's why it would never happen unless China get rid of their slaves, which they would not. And if you don't know, China is like enslaving their own people for these stuff to be manufactured and shipped and everything.
It's not real slavery. Let's have a little bit of respect to slavery, but it is essentially slavery. Yeah. It's essentially slavery. These people are working for pennies on the dollar,
bro.
Right? Getting horrible work conditions, 13 to 14, 15-hour work days. And as I said, the conditions are horrible.
How many people are in China.
Yeah.
Because we know a lot of businesses are going to China to create something.
Think about it. China can have a workforce.
What is it? Alibaba? You could buy in bulk.
But what does that mean, Malcolm?
No, what I'm saying is like Alibaba, you buy your stuff there, but it's all coming from China.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, we also know the big top companies like Apple, Microsoft, all these other companies, big companies in the United States that are very popular in the United States, they have people in China working under them. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's like a lot of people. Yeah. Because a lot of people ordering stuff 24/7.
Well, the population of America is around 300 million. China can easily have a workforce, like just producing goods of 300 million, and it wouldn't hurt them at all. Like they have, what is it? Is it more than 1 billion? Is it around 2 billion? I don't know how many people are in China. It's probably like 1 billion.
1.4 billion people.
Listen, they can take 0.4 of that and just have those motherfuckers work. And that is more people that is in America. So I understand why they're able to do that.
Bro. Yo, that's ridiculous. And imagine if they went to war with people. They could just ship people out like, yo.
Well, I don't think a lot of that community is down for the military. Yo,
no, I know that, but what I'm saying is like you really like in the U.S. you said it's 300 million, right? Yeah. So I'm doing more accurate numbers. You're 100% right. It's 300 million, 328 million, right? Now, can China take that risk of like sending 328 million people to go to war for them and be like, yo, am I really gonna take that loss?
You know what it is like?
That's a fact.
It's like you remember Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan in the movies? They could whoop 10 niggas.
Yeah.
So technically, like, you know what I mean? If you was to put 10 Jackie Chan's versus 100 Americans, he would win. But American Army is that equivalent to Jackie Chan. One Navy SEAL would fuck up 30 regular Chinese motherfuckers. So it balances itself out.
That makes sense.
Funny as hell. No, for real though. I was thinking about this the other day. If Texas was not a country, was not a state in America, we would be the most pussiest country in the world.
Why do you say that?
I think like 50 to 60% of all Navy SEALs come from Texas. They're a different breed of people, bro.
Football, everything.
And everything. They are literally a different breed of people. Yeah. And they are white, mostly white. Because I don't think the Navy SEALs, I think there's probably been like a handful of black people.
In the Navy SEALs? You think so?
Compared to the total number?
Oh.
David Goggins speaks about this in his book. He's like, as a black man in the Navy SEALs, there's a couple of things you need to accept. And one of them is being called a nigger and them making nigger jokes. I swear to God. That's one of the things you have to accept. They're going to make nigger jokes, and are you going to be if you're going to be butthurt about it, get out of here. And that's the thing, bro.
That's so sad.
Numbers matter, right? Because think about it. If there was more black people or equal number of black people to white people in the Navy SEALs, that would not be a thing. They would have to adjust. But listen, you're coming into our territory, boy, right? We love ya, but you're a fucking nigger, buddy. We're going to make nigger jokes. You better fucking accept it.
Wow.
No, but I'm not making this up. This is a fact. So, this is what it is. But yeah, America would be pussy if Texas didn't exist. Because them white boys down there is different.
You think so? You think they make this world? They protect this world? Just all of them?
They do.
All of them? They just protect, the white guys from Texas, bro. I swear to God.
Would you want to fight a big farm boy from Texas?
Bro, they want to fight me. Look at me. So I look like Floyd Money.
You look like Floyd Money Mayweather, but you look like...
I'll fight like Adrian Broder.
But you look like June Weather, nigga. Fuck out of here.
You look like Junebug.
Who Junebug?
I don't know.
Shout out to Doodle Butt.
Who Doodle? Who the fuck Doodle Butt?
Doodle Butt, some little dude. Yo, I don't know if I should tell his business, but he's in prison right now. This little kid from my block when I was young, he was a gangster. I was around 18. He was around 12 or 13, and I wouldn't disrespect that little kid. He's a gangster. He's a gang. He probably would have shot me. He's in prison now for shooting somebody. So I wasn't wrong. My calculations was right. Butt? I think he called himself Doodle Butt, so niggas can make fun of him and he could shoot people.
All right, bro. You making shit up, bro. That's a good
no. That's his nickname though, Doodle Butt. But that's a tough nickname. For your nickname to be Doodle Butt and still warrant respect, you a tough dude.
Now look, you watching ID TV, right?
IGTV.
ID TV.
What's that?
So it's like crime investigation. It's like an investigation channel. Crime investigation channel, right?
Okay.
You know, you sitting down with your lady, eating some popcorn, long day of work, and you watching that. And we watching 48 hours basically, right? You watching 48 hours on ID. And then, 24 hours go by, they still didn't find the killer. Then they start questioning people. And then boom, they tell you who the killer is. A picture pops up. And they show you it's this guy right here who goes by the name of Doodle Butt. Is the killer.
Doodle Butt.
That's killed. Valid?
Who did Doodle Butt kill?
Harold Green. Yo, I think Harold Green was in some book I read about a guy who had 2 stores, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one store was in the hood, and he had higher prices, right, in the hood area for the products he sold. And then he had another store. You feel me? Blowing you up. And he had another store. And
you see, this is what happens when Trump wins. This is how much Trump loses. I've been supporting Trump so much. Everyone wants to call me and hate on me.
But I gotta tell you something.
Hello, Auntie Kim. All right, bye. Love you.
So he had another store in an all white neighborhood, and the prices were cheaper than it was in the all black neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the gentleman's name was Harold Green, and he was like, "Yo, what's going on? You can't do this. This is illegal." And the store owner was like, "I have to do this because the insurance is going up." So that's the story about how I got the name of Harold Green.
Shout out to Harold Green.
Shout out to Harold Green.
I didn't know we were giving Harold Green a shout out.
Hey, shout out to Harold Green.
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck I said that. But Doodle Butt killed Harold Green?
Doodle Butt is tough.
Damn.
I was scared of Doodle Butt.
But you think that would be like, you'd be like, oh shit, you be scared? Like they show the killer and his nickname is Doodle Butt?
Yeah, I would be scared.
Or you would think he went to prison already and they was thotting him out.
And then he
was shitting on everyone.
No, he didn't wash his ass so nobody would fuck him, and that's how he got the name.
Doodle Butt, yeah.
It's like, yo, we trying to smash, but this dude got a doodle butt.
He got a doodle butt.
It smells funny in here.
And there's always that one dude that just do it.
Do what?
Spank it.
Spank what?
Doodle butt.
Yo, you know what makes sense though? You know why Biden won?
Why?
Because Trump got a red hat.
So
you gotta think about it. Red is blood, right? No. Think about this. Red is blood. Blue is crip. Biden is crippled mentally. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So all the Crips was jacking that.
All the
That's
what?
what crip mean. Crippled mentally.
Crippled. So all the crippled people rolled in for Biden. Literally rolled in on wheelchairs, and they voted for Biden.
Damn. So where was the Bloods at to help Trump?
Guess where the Bloods was at?
Where?
Guess where the Bloods was at? In a blood bank. That's why they say Trump is good for the economy. Because blood is in a blood bank, bro. Look, listen, we're breaking it down for y'all. This is scary, right? This is scary when you really break it down. And what happens in a blood bank?
What happened in a blood bank?
In a blood bank? Yo, what the fuck are we talking about, man?
What the fuck is a blood bank?
I couldn't come up with nothing. But yeah, man, I think we need to take a break and come back with some more fire content for you guys. As I said, we were not prepared for this episode. You got anything for us?
Nah, I got nothing off the top of my head. Congratulations to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Congratulations to the Nick and Mal show. New drip. You already know.
We gonna wear it next week again. Or we might get something new. We might pop on something new for y'all.
Cause we can. Cause homeboy really be just dishing it out like, yo, I'm gonna have it done by Friday.
A couple days.
Yeah.
Couple days.
Quick
turnout. All right, I think we need to take a break. Let's get some news stories.
Yeah.
Guys, we are back. The Nick and Mal Show had to take a quick 5-minute, what do they call
innovation.
it?
Innovation.
Innovation?
It's not no innovation. See, that's the problem right there.
What's the word?
Yeah, what is the word?
Our vocabulary should be better than this. A 5-minute... Fuck it. The Nick and Mal Show has took a 5-minute break.
And we back, motherfucker.
Yeah, we are a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. I don't even know why y'all listen to us.
We young. We expanding our vocab. Because, like, by year 2036, 1.2 million views just to hear us talk. Like,
off of that drop. Joe Rogan.
Drop.
Who? Joe Rogan. We're going to have Joe Rogan on this show one time.
On this show.
And just in the sake, because my mom always told me, when you want something, you pray about it and you put it out into the universe.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few years. We have about 3 years. When Kodak Black gets released, his first interview is going to be on the Nick and Mal Show. And we about to get a nice little backdrop. It's going to be a Kodak Black picture right in the fucking middle, right here.
Nah, fuck that. It's going to be in our own studio, dark theme. And
we're not getting our own studio in a few weeks.
You said 3 years.
Oh, the interview with Kodak is going to be in the Nick and Mal studio.
Yeah,
hell yeah. Come on, brother.
Dark theme. When you speak, we only see Nick face, nothing behind it. So when Kodak speak, you only see Kodak face, nothing behind it. Just
bro, are you going to let me do the Kodak interview by my dolly?
Bro, come on.
Thank
what
you.
You talking about?
You see, bro, this is why I fuck with this dude. You know what I mean? A lot of other people be like, "No, I want to be there. I want to talk to Kodak too." He know how I feel about Kodak.
Come on, bro.
He knows Kodak is. I'm not gonna say a god. I'm not gonna be sacrilegious, but he's Kodak.
You think I'm gonna lose sleep over my man's interviewing his favorite artist?
His soulmate. His soulmate. Yo, you know what's interesting? And I hope it doesn't come across as gay, and it's not gay because I actually heard someone talk about it, and I was never able to voice this, but I'm attracted to Kodak Black, right? But it's not.
It makes sense though, because I'm attracted to Young Thug,
right? And it's not in a physical way, like, oh, I want to fuck this. Just like, no, and it's hard to explain as a man. Like, yo, I would sit down and watch Kodak Black talk for hours straight.
You would stare at him.
I would just stare at him like it's gonna baffle me how he walks, how he talks, how he moves his body. No homo, but I'm just attracted to him, and it's because he's an entertaining dude. I think he's intelligent.
Yeah, he
has that Tekashi thing going on where it's like plays dumb, but come on, this dude is a fucking genius.
Yes,
and I'm able to recognize genius. Why? Because I'm a genius my motherfucking self. They call me Jimmy Nicktron.
Oh, Jimmy Nicktron.
Jimmy Nicktron.
Come on.
So
I was trying to say a bar after that, but I forgot.
Yeah, by the way, Kodak Black is the greatest rapper of all time. And I'm not being facetious when I say that. I'm not being pretentious. I really believe there's no rapper ever to ever hop on a mic and lay a track the way Kodak Black does. He's versatile like his song says. If you want to realize how great this dude is, just go listen to Versatile 1 and 2.
That's it.
And that's a precursor for his entire career. He's versatile. He's going to give you the lady music and get you in your feelings. Or he's going to tell you why you should ride on a nigga and blow his head off. And he's also going to tell you why the bitch is a thought and you don't fuck with her. In the same song. He's going to tell you why he loved the thought.
You get a 3 for 1.
A 3 for 1.
4 for 1.
4 for 1.
When's the last time you had a 4 for 1?
A 4 for 1? Isn't they got the 4 for 4 Wendy's?
Yeah, that's a fact.
The 4 for 4. That's what Kodak is. He 4 for 4.
He 4 for 4.
He started off the game hot. And he's going to finish the game hot. He's going to finish it to go. But the election just broke, as we said to y'all. And the memes on Twitter is hilarious. There's one right here where they got Joe Biden choking Trump out. And they're like, who's sleepy now, bitch?
Yo.
Now, Instagram is going to get at Trump. Instagram is going to get at Trump. And this is the thing about Trump. We know the media, the fake media, they definitely get at Trump. And he's going to have a bad year, a bad couple of days. And I think they're going to try to put him in prison.
Who, Trump?
Yeah, I think they're going to try to put Trump in prison.
You think this is it for Trump that he going to go into prison?
Well, I think there's a lot of things that Trump has done that hasn't been, you know what I mean, too great. I think he has a lot of offenses that people could bring up in court.
That's a fact.
Whether it is not paying taxes that has been made public to the world now, whatever it is.
Did he build a wall?
I think he started. That's what they said.
That shit crazy.
I've never seen a picture of it.
For that too.
That's
where it started. Fiending for that wall.
Why do people ever believe that?
Because that's what they do.
I guess so.
So now here's the thing. But here's a cool thing too. You know, even having a show, Biden, we on your ass, no homo. We really on your ass, like we talked about before. Kamala Harris, we on your ass.
Right, yo,
we really gonna see what y'all doing day in and day out. And every time you see just a Nick and Mal show episode with just us two, we gonna keep y'all updated on what these on what these two are doing
for the next 4 years. Let's make that happen right now. Every week we are going to give you guys an update on what Biden and Kamala has done, and partially it's to keep them to their word, the promises they've made, and we're gonna let you guys know and how they're doing. But also, partially, is going to be for me to hate.
For you to hate, but it's also
if
knowledge
not doing
too.
Their thing,
right? Motherfuckers just be saying shit to say shit sometimes when it comes to politics and don't know nothing.
And
you see the video of the people bashing Barack Obama, like the Trump supporters were saying like they want Trump in office and everything. It's a funny video.
What is it about though?
Some lady, the first video, this one was real funny. She was like, "Yeah, Barack Obama started the Depression." And the dude was like, well, no, what happened was Bush did the depression and Obama came into office. And she was like, wait, so why? That shit was funny.
But listen, though, that video right there is the epitome of why I hate
I know, but that shit was funny.
It's funny, but you found it funny. Keanu, I love Keanu. That's my man's. He took that shit to heart. Like, yo, Trump supporters are really dumb. Which I'm not saying no. But you literally, if you guys don't know what the video is, they're interviewing a couple drunk and some of the dumbest motherfuckers they could find at a Trump rally and asking them questions about politics.
You see the dude?
What like, yeah, what did he say? I work at a aid relief company.
Debt company.
A debt relief company. He's talking about Trump has done so much good for the country. And then there was like, he was like, the economy has been blowing up. Like me, I went from making 100,000 to 300,000. Then they asked him like, hey, what do you do? He's like, I work for a debt relief company.
You love them 6-figure numbers.
What? That wasn't that not how much he was making?
No.
He said he was making hundreds of thousands.
He didn't even say that amount.
What did he say?
Unless you've seen like a full video of it.
No, yeah, he said the amount in the full video.
He made that amount?
He said he was making like 200 or something thousand. Oh, we're going to fact check you guys like CNN was fact checking.
What about the dude that was the father that was arguing his son? He was like, yeah, I'm in a better place with Trump in office. He was like, yeah, 2 DUIs later. Right. And still not working.
But the thing that I hate about that is you find the dumbest people at a Biden rally, they're gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Why did Biden's son have a laptop talking about getting money from fucking China? Was it a MacBook? I say something.
Yo, I'm tell y'all this now. The Nick and Bow show put the comedy in politics, y'all.
Ooh.
I always wanted to tell people that. I wanted to make a post about that, but I'm gonna tell y'all here live. The Nick and Mal show, we put the comedy into politics. So that's what we here for.
We should do some skits.
Yeah, we here.
But this election, once again, congratulations to Joe Biden. Let's get him out of the way. More importantly, congratulations to Kamala Harris. She is now the highest ranking black female, I think female ever in the United States. She holds the highest office of any woman in the United States ever.
Word? Yeah, that's a major one right there.
That's a major key. I think it might be black woman, but I think it's woman, period. I don't think there's ever been a female vice president.
Is she black, though?
She's black and Indian.
She was pulling that Indian card, dude.
Yeah.
These people are funny, bro.
So,
do anything.
Shout out to Kamala for being the first. Shout out to Joe Biden for being the oldest president in the United States.
Congrats.
And shout out to Donald Trump. I don't know if this is a shout out for being the first person to win Florida and Texas, but lose the election. That's like 60 electoral votes there by itself. Even more than that. That's like 70 or 80 electoral votes.
Let me see when he tweeted.
I don't know.
No,
let's read the Biden tweet for you guys.
I won this election by a lot 1 hour ago. Guess what Twitter did? Official sources may not have called the race when this was tweeted. Yo, Twitter funny as hell.
Wait, Trump tweeted that?
1 hour ago, I won this election by a lot.
No, he's taking it to court. What happened? What do you think is the state of the country now that Trump is saying that he won the election and he essentially was cheated out? What do you think is the backlash of that to come?
What is the backlash to come for him tweeting that?
What is the backlash for Trump claiming that he was cheated out of an election?
Honestly, I don't know.
I think it's probably gonna be some. I'm not even gonna say that. That's negative. But these people that ride for Trump, let's be honest, the Trump fans are some serious motherfuckers. Did you see how they surrounded a bus?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
That should be illegal. They all should be locked up.
Yes, correct. I think it's gonna be more of that in the streets down south.
Yeah,
it's gonna be scary, and that's why I think what Trump is doing is dangerous. Hey, man, just accept your loss.
Yeah, bro.
I wanted you to win. And
he's a sore loser.
He's a sore loser.
Like, bro, I won, bro.
I won.
They got spanked. I spanked by 20. I spanked by 21 in the third quarter.
It might be more. It might be more.
Hell yeah.
But and also, that's why my mom wants to get a baby bottle T-shirt made of him crying. My mom wants him to take it to court and then lose again. She's like, he's gonna lose twice on one election, which is interesting. It would be, but that's why I think what Trump is doing is dangerous. Like, hey, just accept your loss and move on.
Yeah, bro.
Because now you're gonna cause riots. You know how your people ride for you.
Yeah, bro.
And that's why I don't respect him for. Because most presidential people accept their loss, shake hands, tough loss, move on, just like Hillary did for you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Americans are gonna go back to wanting? Because the people have spoken, the people have voted. They want Biden and Kamala. Do you think we're gonna go back to this phase where we are going to want more and more of the conventional politician? The things that I clown Biden
this is something
for.
new. Yeah, that's how it should be. You should no. I'm not. No. Let me rewind.
Let me rewind. It's like dating a good girl, like whatever, a female version of Scala, right? Someone who was really into religion, a good girl. And you're just like, shout out to Bella. Man's really into God. And I envy that too, because I do want to build my relationship with God. But a girl who's a good girl, she don't want to go out with you. She want to sit in the crib, read Bible scriptures, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to date a whore. Right? and then after you realize like, I think I want to go back to the, you know what I mean? The religious girl. For me. Exactly. Unless you're like me and you fucking with the whores.
Yeah.
That's
what my brother do right here though.
The Tatianis. What you said? I fuck with the Tatianis.
You fuck with them?
Yeah. Good people. Cultured.
Yeah.
Experienced. Well,
what else?
What else?
But honestly, yeah, I feel like if anyone's trying to bring divide into this country off run their election off a race, which was
it doesn't have to be that. What I'm asking you is, are we going back to the typical politician?
Yeah, because this is gonna be part of the reason. Like, how else would you come through without? How else would you come through as a whore through politicians, but now without bringing race into it?
Kanye West
a whore? Kanye West, you know he's
as a politician.
Oh yeah. See what you're saying?
I'm saying
yeah. Ooh.
But that's what I'm saying. Are we gonna go back to wanting the person who looks in the camera and says, "America, you at home that can't change your tires on your car"? Him and Kamala love doing that, and the people have spoken. That's what they want.
That's what they want. Well, compared to what he was going against, that's what they want. I feel like
CNN is gonna crash.
How is CNN gonna crash?
They don't got Trump to talk about it anymore. That's what kept them afloat for the past 4 years. Andrew.
So when Obama's office was CNN still there?
No one listened. I bet you.
No one listened to CNN.
I could bet you $1,000. Let me. You speaking over me. Let me talk.
I am. I honestly am, because you sound crazy.
You think the views hasn't went up on CNN when they started talking about
they're
Trump?
Not gonna crash. You could say the views are gonna go
down. They're gonna
down.
have to get rid of some people. They're gonna have to cut some contracts. Yo, I fucking hate.
Then they're gonna go to Fox. If we talking shit about
Fox?
Biden.
Bro, right? What are you saying right now? Who's gonna go to Fox?
The people that get cut from CNN.
That's not how that works.
I know it's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh, I didn't laugh, so it wasn't.
Because you so serious. You so in tune.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that I fucking hate Chris Cuomo. He's annoying as fuck. Never heard about this dude before the pandemic started. All of a sudden he got COVID and now he's a star. And all he does is shit on Trump. Like, shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
Your brother has nipple piercings. You probably got a penis piercing.
Where at?
On his penis. On the head. You never seen that before?
Damn, on the head?
Yeah. Looks good.
He rubs that nipple piercing on Como's piercing.
Wouldn't that make sense?
And then they make fire.
Well, wouldn't that make sense though? Right? The Cuomo brothers. That would seem like some shit they would be into.
Nah, seriously, the Como brothers.
Yeah, fuck the Cuomo
starting
brothers.
fire.
But yeah,
I know. No, I'm trying.
Well, you ain't know what?
I was gonna say Como tall as fuck, but it was
How tall
talking
is he?
about the New York City mayor.
Oh, Bill De Blasio.
Yeah, De Blasio's tall as fuck. Well, I'm proud of myself that I knew that.
I just said it for you.
No, I said it before. De Blasio.
No, you did
came
not.
into my head.
You know we record this stuff, right? Yo, Malcolm really be trying to act like we don't record what we talk about.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say De Blas, and you go De Blasio.
I'm gonna start fact checking you. I'm gonna tell Coop. Shout out, first of all, shout out Coop. I know you're gonna see this because you're the one editing the videos. Coop be holding it down. He's the one who gets these cuts. Coop, show him how you cut it. Back to Malcolm, now back to me. Now back to Malcolm, back to me. Now back to Malcolm, now back to me. Coop does that. That what you just saw, Coop did it. So shout out to Coop. Yo, what's up with you, bro?
I did that shit on purpose, bro. I'm having fun. I'm chilling with my best friend.
What do you got to talk about?
Honestly, nothing, bro. I got to write a 20-page paper about how racist Richard Nixon and Ronald Reagan was.
How racist were they?
Very racist.
Really?
They had a call where Nixon was like, "Yeah, these Africans, they still don't have any shoes on their feet." And then Ronald Reagan goes, "Yeah, the tail leads the dog. The tail leads the dog," and they were laughing about it.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I got some racist shit though. I didn't read about it because it didn't go in my paper.
How can you call something racist if you don't understand it?
Because that is racist.
Saying the tail leads the dog?
That's a racist joke inside of that area.
You don't know what it means.
I don't.
Yo,
you got a good text saying that, but they was being racist in that little section. Maybe it's an inside joke. Like there's a lot of times I'll say something and Bella won't understand what I'm saying, and it could be mean that hey, I'm being racist, but you'll never know.
That's a fact.
But I would never do that.
Yeah, and by the way, last thing off of the presidential election, I do not want to go home right now because my dad and Andy are gonna be talking hot shit. But
I'm here to protect you, sir.
I learned something very valuable, and I'm young. You know what I mean? I'm sure a lot of young people experience this, and I think this is why people don't talk about politics. I came in here, said that I fuck with Trump. I was making it known that I want Trump to win the election, and niggas was coming at my neck. And I think that's why people don't talk about politics. Because people attack you, and they attach the worst things to that politician to what you're saying. Right? Donald Trump is a great dad, by all accounts. When I say
he's not.
What do you mean? Why
he be wilding like that about his daughter?
What do you mean?
Like he want to fuck his daughter?
He did not say that.
This video's that he basically...
He said if it wasn't my daughter, I would smash.
That's mad weird.
But that's detaching being your daughter.
Nick,
was
come on, Nick.
Malcolm, let me explain
Nick, if
something.
you hear your dad say that to one of your sisters.
Malcolm,
But is that a valid
we're not going to call any names here, but we've seen one of our mans whip his meat out in front of his mother and pee in a bottle. You think he's a nasty dude? People have different cultures, bro. Everyone is not the same. That's not the same?
No.
Would you walk up to your mom and whip your dick out? No, right?
Wait, to
pee.
Yeah.
Nigga, you're lying.
That's a lot better than saying,
bro,
yo, if this wasn't my daughter.
Ask you that. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I told you yes.
Come on,
but listen,
let's end the podcast.
No, listen.
We're done.
Why
Because
you so
lying.
Why are you so mad?
Because you're lying.
No, I want to understand this. Nick, is it okay? Can I use your family?
I know what you're about to ask. The answer is no, but what I'm saying is I'm not going to judge somebody and what they family do because you did not judge him for what he do. You're like, hey, his family is different. That's all you could say.
But do you do that?
No.
Exactly.
But I'm also not ignorant to think because I don't do something other people can't.
But you
That's ignorant as fuck.
But are you supposed to do that to your daughter at the end of the day? You're supposed to look at your daughter like that.
Yo, bro.
Keep it 100.
Bro, listen, I am
Nick,
from
we're
Trinidad.
not arguing.
So I'm keeping it 100. I am from Trinidad. There's a lot of things that I've gotten flack for because of cultural differences of interacting with Americans. Like, yo, that's weird. Why
He's
would you
American,
do that?
right?
Yo,
that's
bro,
not what Americans do.
listen to what I'm saying. This is why I hate arguing with you. Stop. I'm not even done saying what I want to say.
I'm listening,
There's
sir.
cultural differences that people judge you for.
Yes.
Right? And that could be within American culture. And people may judge you for something. It's like, yo, that's just part of my culture. I don't give a fuck what you think. Maybe for him, it's okay to say, oh, maybe a way for him to communicate that I think my daughter is beautiful is if she wasn't my daughter, I would date her.
Nah, bro.
Bro, you don't have to agree with it. Regardless, what does that have to do with being a good father? By all accounts, Donald Trump is a good father. His kids love him. He has a great relationship with every single one of his kids. When I say I support Donald Trump, why can't you attach that to it? Why do you have to literally attach the worst part about someone's character to you supporting them? Why, when you say you're a Biden supporter, how come people don't assume that you're supporting the fact that he was accused of sexual assault?
Was Trump too?
Yes.
Okay.
But when you support Trump, they assume the worst things about him. Yet they're attaching the worst thing about him to you. And when you support Biden, you somehow attach all the good that comes with it. Do you understand how that's unfair?
But yo, no funny though. You dare gonna look at your daughter like that? Older.
Yo, guys, that's the end of the show. We don't have nothing more.
Y'all. You so tight, bro. Why couldn't be a joke about it? We put the comedy in politics.
No, we do, but there's nothing funny about that because I'm dead ass talking. The reason I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at that double standard when it does come to politics. You know what I mean? Like, bruh.
But I mean, if you go out to Long Island, you be good, Brad, bro. Just come out there.
I don't need to be around Trump. I don't want to be surrounded by Trump supporters. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'll fuck with Trump. I'm not going to deem myself a Trump supporter. You're never going to catch me wearing a MAGA hat. But I'm telling you, I wanted Trump to win the election for the same reason why when I turned on the TV and I see two soccer teams playing that I didn't give a fuck about, and I decided in my head I wanted the blue to win, I'm going to be heartbroken if the blue loses. I don't even know a player on the team. I'm dead ass. Have you ever done that before?
Nah, I watch soccer, bro. That shit hard.
And soccer, that happens a lot. Like, there's so many leagues in soccer.
Blue my favorite color, bro. Crip.
Crippin'. Shout out to the Crips. But yeah. So, guys, thank you for tuning in and joining us on this journey. I know things got off the rails a little bit. Once again, congratulations to Sleepy Joe.
Yeah.
He's going to fall asleep in the Oval Office on the first day.
While Kamala
on the
him
first day, Joe Biden is going to fall asleep in the Oval Office, and Kamala is going to be making curry chicken. And I know that curry chicken going to be slapping.
That's a fact.
That curry goat. That curry goat going to be slapping in the White House. They about to turn the White House yellow fucking with Kamala.
It's really about to be stained like a motherfucker.
Joe Biden about to burn the White House down, fall asleep while he cooking something.
Hell yeah, bro.
Shout out to Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
And the reason I respect Joe Biden, he was already pulling his weight, right? With the China deal and the Moscow deal from Russia that they was getting money from under the table. That was just off of him being the vice president. Now he's a top dog. Yeah. His crackhead son is going to be wheeling in some fucking bread. So once again, shout out to Joe Biden, shout out to Biden, shout out to Kamala Harris, shout out to the Harrises. And
shout out to the people.
Shout out to Peoples. Shout out to Don Peebles.
Shout out to VD.
Shout out to VD for Public. We got a doubleheader coming for y'all next week. And sorry if the podcast was a little incoherent because we were not prepared to do a regular show today. But I think we gave the people some compelling content.
Yeah, come on. You know what it is. We really running it up on the page, man. Check the comments.
Check the comments. Check the views. Come on. This views from the 6.
Yes, sir.
And this views from the Nick.
And this views from the Mal.
This my fucking pal.
She like my style.
Shout out to PayPal. I'm about to pay a pal for some bread. I'm about to get some bitch some hair.
Give her some hair. I take her out the treasury. She give me the feds.
I said, I'm from the boroughs where we live off of the credit.
I'm
gonna hit the bureaus and get some fucking credit. Come on, son. What else you got for the people?
Hit him with some credit. I hit him with a debit. I hit him with the pellets. I hit him with a Kevit. What the fuck is a Kevin?
Shout out to nigga Kevin.
Shout out to Kevin.
Shout out to Kevin Durant. You seen his hairline?
Oh, that his hairline.
By the way,
you see the big ass patches in his head.
Why is he not going bald? I know he doesn't have facial hair.
You know what's going on? There's a wildfire going on in his head.
No.
And it started in the middle.
Nah, fuck.
And everything just dried out, so the shit just slowly going away.
That's what it looks like. It looks like a forest started burning from the interior, and then they put the fire out. But
nah, it's still going.
This is how great LeBron is, and this is how much people are on his dick. We talk so much shit.
Donald Trump.
We talk so much shit about LeBron's hairline, and Katie's hair is 1,000% worse than LeBron's.
Yo, you see the first shit where he's on OKC and they put a brush to his shit?
Bro,
his shit look crazy.
It looks crazy. Why do we not cut KD for his hair? KD is the ugliest NBA player.
beyond. He coming here, bro.
Out of all the
His
greats,
head tipping the fucking ceiling.
out of all the greats, is Kevin Durant the ugliest NBA great?
Bro, ugly as fuck. Ugly not even a word.
Who's
for him.
close to him in ugliness for being arguably top 10? Shaq looks better than him. Kobe looks better than him.
Yeah,
MJ,
the
Magic Johnson,
the big dude that's on the big dude that's on the Mavericks. Not
Boban,
no, not Boban. Boban.
Dirk
White dude?
Nowitzki.
Nah, I don't know his name, bro.
It's another Maverick in the top 10.
He ugly as fuck. That's what I'm saying.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, you talking about a top 10 basketball player?
Bro,
I'm trying to figure out who the ugliest fucking basketball player there is, and he ugly as shit. He look like you.
No. There's ugly NBA players out there. Sam Cassell was really ugly. Greg Oden might have been the ugliest human to ever walk the face of the earth.
Greg Oden?
You know what Greg Oden looked like?
Damn, Greg Oden looked goddamn 60 when he was 12.
He looks 60.
Fuck.
But technically he's aging well because now he's 30-something and he still looks 60.
He is aging. He catching up. What homeboy say? What's that theory that we already know the future? We rewinding everything.
So Greg Oden is growing into his age. His face already matured to 60, and
bro,
now
he came out the womb talking about slavery stories. With that old dad's face.
Nah, he really looked wacky.
He came out was like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
Yo, by the way,
back in my day, like, damn, bro, you 1 second old.
Yo, listen, I always tell people I have the biggest head that I've ever seen in life. And for that reason, I've never really found anyone that looks like me. We can't put the whole video, but I'm sure we can screen record it and then I can edit on just his head. This ugliest dude ever. Looks just like me.
Yeah, bro. You like that?
We can't make fun of him, though, because I think he's really special ed.
He ate it. He really special.
He was eating that box.
She was playing with
him.
him.
Keanu, we on your ass. How did you find that video, bruh? Yeah, we look, explain to it. It's in Jamaica. Dirty Jamaicans. Yo, no. I'm not going to say dirty Jamaicans because I love and respect my brother Bradley. Yeah, but I think that's from Keanu neighborhood. Whatever neighborhood that is, they dirty as fuck.
His cousin said that to him.
His cousin was a girl. So it's a video. It's some dudes. They're recording this special ed guy. And I don't think it was a bad thing because I think this probably was his first sexual experience. It's this girl. I don't know what type of morals or respect this have. The girl is not special ed. She's normal. Or as normal as a Jamaican woman is going to be, right? And she's giving head to the special ed dude in a shed surrounded by 5 other dudes just recording them and laughing at them. And she's the thing is she's going along with the joke. She's in on the joke, but she's necking off this special ed dude. Then she lets him smash, and she's like, "Oh, don't put it in my butt! Don't put it in my butt!" And she thinks she's like part of the joke, but she really was the joke. Like you're smashing a special ed guy in a shed right now, and then the dude starts eating her box and shit like that's ridiculous.
I'm never gonna look at you the same, bro.
Let's drop the link in the description. Can we do that?
Nah.
No.
Damn.
You know,
no. To get any of this content, you gotta go. Shit. What's that shit called?
DuckDuckGo?
Nah. We could do an OnlyFans for this shit.
What?
What's that shit called? That people pay to see shit on a podcast.
Patreon. Oh, this could be
this Patreon content.
We're not Patreon big yet, though.
No. This is Patreon content, sir. This is not getting leaked to the people. They want to see it. We gotta go.
No, we're not putting it out at all. But
you have to go to Patreon or OnlyFans.
No, that's a fact.
You know we got OnlyFans, Breach? Yeah.
Bro. We're not even going to tell you what we're doing on there. But guys, time is done. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to us. And we said don't be too harsh on us for this episode. Peace. We out.
Ever told on a nigga? No. Ever squeezed a trigger? Yeah. Ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck?